JLG Industries Incorporated presents JLG Liftpod Operation and Safety. By following the recommendations for safe and proper operation of this machine, by viewing this video, and reading and understanding the operator's manual, you accept responsibility for the safe and proper operation of your JLG Liftpod. This video does not relieve you from the responsibility of obtaining, reading, and fully understanding the operator's manual and other information provided by JLG and your employer. In addition, the operator and employer are responsible for complying with the federal, state, local, or provincial rules and regulations covering the proper use and operation of this product. The operator's manual, a safety handbook, and a copy of the ANSI Manual of Responsibilities, ANSI A92.3, can be found in a pouch located on the platform. These documents must be kept with the machine, and if not available, may be obtained by calling 877-JLG-SAFE, 877-554-7233. Liftpod Assembly. The Liftpod is a user-assembled machine. There are three basic parts that need to be assembled for operation. These parts are the base frame, the carriage mast assembly, and the platform. In addition, there are two optional items your machine may also have: a power pack and/or a tool tray. To assemble the machine, the steps are as follows. 1. Position the base frame on a firm level uniform supporting surface. 2. After making sure nothing is under the base, such as your feet or hands, push down on the base frame step plate until the swivel caster retracts and the base sits on the adjustable feet. For the FS60, lock the rear rotating casters by depressing the tab on the wheel. 3. Turn the rotating knobs of the adjustable feet until the bubble in the bubble level is in the center. Do not use the machine if you cannot get the base level. 4. Slide the carriage mast assembly onto the mast stump. Make sure it is properly aligned and fully engaged. Do not force into position. 5. Attach the platform to the carriage. Align the platform mounting pins with the holes in the carriage. Drop the platform into position slowly so that the platform locator engages properly at the bottom of the carriage frame and the platform latch locks the platform into position. The platform will not lift out if the latch is properly engaged. 6. If the machine is not equipped with the optional power pack, fasten the drill lanyard in the platform securely around the handle of the cordless drill. Attach the drill to the top of the drive shaft either by using the supplied drive socket or by tightening the drill chuck directly on the hexagonal end of the drive shaft. 7. If using the optional power pack, place the power pack against the platform uprights closest to the mast and slide it down until it clicks into place, indicating it is fully seated. 8. If using the optional tool tray, place the tray on the top rail of the platform and fasten the two clips firmly around the rails. Reverse these steps to disassemble the machine. Make sure the carriage is fully lowered before disassembly. Pre-start inspection. Before each use, a walk-around inspection must be conducted to make sure that there is no visible damage, loose or missing parts, or excessive wear. The operator's manual contains a complete inspection procedure that must be followed. This inspection includes the following: the rear wheel assemblies, the base frame, the swivel caster mechanism and adjustable feet, the mast assembly, the rope assembly, the carriage frame, the gearbox, the manual descent crank, the power pack and control console if applicable, the platform assembly and gate, the tool tray if applicable. Also include the following as part of the walk-around inspection: decals and placards. Check all for cleanliness and legibility. Make sure that none of the decals or placards are missing and that all illegible decals and placards are cleaned or replaced. Ensure that copies of the applicable manuals, the operator's manual, the safety handbook, and the ANSI Manual of Responsibilities are in the manual storage holder. Ensure that all periodic inspections and maintenance has been completed as outlined in the operator's manual for your Liftpod. Check the machine for modifications to original components. Ensure that any modifications have been approved by JLG. Ensure overall cleanliness. Check all surfaces for leakage, debris, or foreign objects. Inspect the machine structure for dents, damage, and weld or parent metal cracks or other discrepancies. Controls and daily function check. A function check of all systems must be performed after the walk-around inspection is complete. The machine must be positioned on a firm, level, uniform, supporting surface in an area free of overhead and ground level obstructions. You should start each day with fully charged batteries in your cordless drill or in the optional power pack. Read, understand, and obey all danger, warning, and caution placards and operating instructions on the machine and in the applicable manuals prior to operation. Do not operate the machine until you've done so. Before operating the lift, verify that you are using the proper personal protective equipment. While neither ANSI, Scaffold Industry Association, or OSHA require the use of approved fall protection devices when using manually propelled elevating work platforms, JLG recommends that personnel on the platform of the lift pod use an approved fall protection device with a lanyard attached to the authorized lanyard anchorage point while operating this machine. The maximum allowable lanyard length for the FS80 lift pod is 36 inches or 91 centimeters. You are responsible for complying with all applicable laws and regulations as they apply to your work and the personal protective equipment required to perform your work. The maximum rated capacity of the lift pod is displayed at the platform and in the operator's manual. The 330-pound rated platform capacity includes the weight of the operator, tools and equipment, and anything placed in the platform. Care should be taken to never exceed the rated capacity. Now complete a function check of the machine. Step on the base to ensure the swivel caster retracts properly. Make sure the adjustable feet are properly adjusted to level the base. For the FS60, lock the rear rotating casters by depressing the tab on the wheel. Use extreme caution when entering or leaving the platform. Ensure that the platform is fully lowered. Always face the machine and use the three-point contact method when entering or leaving the platform. The three-point contact method means that 2 hands and 1 foot or 1 hand and 2 feet are in contact with the machine at all times while entering or leaving the platform. Enter the platform, ensure the gate is closed, and properly secure the lanyard for your fall protection device to the designated lanyard anchorage point. Now complete a function check of the machine. Ensure the lift up and down functions operate properly. Use a cordless drill of at least 18 volts capacity. Ensure the torque setting is at the maximum resistance if applicable. Position the drill direction to the clockwise screw-in direction. Hold the handle firmly, push it down to engage the drive shaft interlock, and squeeze the trigger to elevate the platform. Reverse the drill direction to lower the platform. If using the optional power pack, move the direction switch to the up position. Press and hold the enable switch and squeeze the speed switch to elevate. Positioning the direction switch to the down position and using the enable and speed switches will lower the platform. The enable and speed switches must be continuously activated to elevate or lower the platform. Check the emergency stop switch function by depressing it while raising the platform. All machine functions will be disabled if it's functioning properly. If it functions properly, reset the emergency stop switch for operation. Raise and lower the platform through several cycles. Check for smooth operation. When elevating, the platform will automatically stop moving when the maximum height is reached and/or when the enable and speed switches are released. Before lowering the platform, always check the area below the platform to make sure it is clear. Always lower the platform to the fully lowered position before exiting the platform. In case of a loss of battery power or the inability of the operator to lower the platform, there is a manual descent system on the machine that can be used to lower the platform from the ground or platform positions. To operate the manual descent system and lower the platform, locate the manual descent crank and attach it to the upper or lower drive shaft. From the platform, push in to disengage the drive shaft lock and wind counterclockwise to lower the platform. From the ground, use the drill lanyard if the power pack is not installed to release the drive shaft lock. This concludes the pre-operational check of the JLG lift pod. If any damage or other discrepancies are discovered, or if the machine does not operate properly, turn the machine off immediately. Report the problem to the proper maintenance personnel Do not operate the machine until it is deemed safe for operation. Rope information. The carriage and platform are raised by 2 ropes. If one of the ropes fails while the platform is elevated, lower the platform to the ground and have the machine repaired. If both ropes fail while the platform is elevated, the emergency brake will activate automatically, locking the carriage to the mast. The operator should be safely removed from the platform using suitable equipment. Safety precautions. Some general safety precautions must be followed during operation of a JLG lift pod. Do not operate any machine on which the safety or instruction placards or decals are missing or illegible. The machine is not insulated and does not provide protection from contact or proximity to electrical current. Maintain a safe distance from electrical lines, apparatus, or any energized, exposed, or insulated parts according to the minimum approach distance as outlined in the Operation and Safety Manual. Allow for machine movement and electrical line swaying. Maintain a clearance of at least 10 feet or 3 meters between any part of the machine and its occupants, their tools, their equipment, from any electrical line or apparatus carrying up to 50,000 volts. 1 foot additional clearance is required for every additional 30,000 volts or less. The minimum approach distance may be reduced if insulating barriers are installed to prevent contact, and if the barriers are rated for the voltage of the line being guarded. These barriers shall not be part of or attached to the machine. The minimum approach distance shall be reduced to a distance within the designated working dimensions of the insulating barrier. This determination shall be made by a qualified person in accordance with the employer, local, or governmental requirements for work practices near energized equipment. Assume all electrical parts and wiring are energized unless known otherwise. Ensure that operators of overhead and floor level machines are aware of the lift's presence. Disconnect power to overhead cranes. Warn personnel not to work, stand, or walk under a raised platform. Position barricades on floor as necessary. Do not operate or raise the platform while on trucks, trailers, rail cars, floating vessels, scaffolds, or other equipment unless approved in writing by JLG. Keep the base of the machine a minimum of 2 feet or 0.6 meters from holes, bumps, drop-offs, obstructions, debris, concealed holes, and other potential hazards at the ground level. Never attempt to use the machine as a crane. Do not tie off the machine to any adjacent structure. Do not increase the platform size with unauthorized extensions or attachments. Increasing the area exposed to wind will decrease stability. Do not elevate the platform while on a slope or an uneven or soft surface. During operation, keep all body parts inside of the platform railings. Check work area clearances above, on the sides, and bottom of the platform when lifting and lowering the platform. Do not carry materials directly on the platform railings. Do not perform work that will subject the machine to horizontal force or create swaying motion of the platform. Keep both feet firmly positioned on the platform floor at all times. Never use ladders, boxes, steps, planks, or similar items on the platform to provide additional reach. Always ensure that the power tools are properly stowed and never left hanging by their cord from the platform work area. Do not elevate in windy conditions. Avoid any buildup of debris on the platform floor. Keep mud, oil, grease, or other slippery substances from your footwear and platform floor. Exercise extreme caution at all times to prevent obstacles from striking or interfering with operating controls and persons in the platform. Shutdown and battery charging. To shut down the machine, ensure the platform is fully lowered. Push in the emergency stop button at the platform controls. Always charge the battery of the optional power pack in a well-ventilated area. The battery can be charged daily without concern for overcharging and damaging the battery. The operator's manual provides a procedure for charging the battery of the optional power pack. If using a cordless drill, consult the manual for the drill for proper battery charging procedures. Transportation procedures. Before transporting, lifting, or disassembling a lift pod, fully lower the platform and remove all tools and debris. Never allow personnel on the platform while moving the machine. The machine may be moved while fully assembled. It can be pushed upright or it can be tilted back onto its rear wheels for transport. Only tilt the machine or move it upright on a smooth, level, clean, and dry surface. When transporting by truck or trailer, the machine should be disassembled into its major components, and each component should be secured separately. Refer to the Operation and Safety Manual for additional information. Once again, it's important to complete your work safely using the JLG Liftpod. To do so, you must use the information provided in this presentation, the Operation and Safety Manual, the decals on the lift, employer rules, and common sense. If you require further clarification on any portion of this video presentation or the safe operation of your JLG Liftpod, contact the Product Safety and Reliability Department at JLG Industries Incorporated at 877-JLG-SAFE, 877-554-7233, or via email at productsafety@jlg.com.